Hey everybody, happy Saturday. We're just trying something new, see if this works. I just wanted to talk a little bit about energy vampires. I don't like even saying that, but a lot of people have been talking to me about it. There's a lot of information going on, and the thing that disturbs me the most about this is that I have people using it against other people. Like, I'm more spiritual than you. You're an energy vampire. Stop taking my energy. And like, you're missing the point. When you do that, you're an energy vampire. Like, here's the thing. I want to call it something else. I don't like that term. I think it's derogatory and unnecessarily derogatory, since we all do it, and we certainly have all done it. Even if you have been working on not doing it, you probably still do it without realizing it. So let's call it, I feel like it's just energy sharing. You know, this is the way that we have learned to be social and relate to each other. And so to condemn other people for your perception of what they're doing is always a losing battle. And let's also say, I just want to make this point initially, which is, judging other people is a distraction from your own stuff. Judging is a distraction. So anytime you're like, oh, what are they doing? Or, oh, she or he or they are doing this. And, you know, then you find yourself like, oh, they should be doing this. And, you know, you're judging them. And you don't even know really their story. Like, plus the fact, it's distracting you, because I guarantee you that in that moment, that lit up something in you, and it's really, judgment is always about jealousy. So figure out why you're jealous of that person, work on it, and then just heal it for yourself. This thing about accusing other people and saying they're doing something to you, you're in the victim space. If you find yourself saying, they hurt my feelings, that offends me, you made me feel sad, or you didn't make me feel better, or whatever it is, making other people responsible for your feelings is taking their energy. And energy sharing, we do it because we think that's what we're supposed to do. And so here we are. we have shared energy to the point where we don't know where we begin and where other people end, or other way around, however that saying goes. Basically, you don't know what your own energy feels like. And so what we're beginning to do in my Monday group and with my clients, and I've been in my private practice, and I learned all these techniques in my beautiful meditation school in California. I've learned over the past 10 or 15 years, and it's taken me a really long time, and I don't think it'll take other people as long. But I'm telling you, once you understand what your energy feels like and how it feels to be filled up with your own energy, then it's much easier to discern what's yours and what isn't. You cannot figure that out as long as you're still lit up, as long as you're still engaging in your judgmental victim behavior. So if you are one of those people who says, I'm an extrovert, I like a lot of hugs, you're taking energy from other people. And I'm not saying hugging is bad, okay? Let's be clear about that. A couple of people have taken offense at that, right? Do whatever you want to do. Just be aware that when you feel like you need to have a lot of people touching you, putting energy into you, you have a bad day and you call your friend and you tell them all about your day, and they tell you you're totally right and that other person's wrong, you're in the victim triangle. You're sharing energy, and it's not a good energy. You're cycling through the victim mentality and making your friend the savior, and then talking to them about who's the perpetrator. And you know, and this extends to politics too. Like, you can't claim to be in unconditional love and still hate Trump. You can't. Like, you can't say, I'm embodying unconditional love, but Trump, you know, or but anything. I mean, we know that one, right? If any sentence that's followed with a but, that negates what you just said. So I had a girl yesterday message me, and she was like, my boyfriend's ex is an energy vampire, and she shows me these messages that she sent her. And her message to the other girl is, I think you're an energy vampire, and you need to take this quiz and try to figure out how to help yourself. And I was like, and then the other girl sent something back like, I'm only taking what you're giving. And it was actually kind of like right along the lines of what I would say. And so I told her that. And she got so mad at me and told me that I was full of baloney and all this. And I'm like, look, you're sending me a message complaining about someone else. And, you know, what is it that you wanted from me? Are you asking me for help, or are you asking me to just agree with you? And, you know, I didn't even read the rest of the messages because it just came through this energy of the need to be right and wrong is ego. And if you need other people to be wrong, there's Carmel. If you need other people to be wrong to make yourself right, you need to check yourself. And yeah, that's unsolicited advice. But seriously, like, check yourself, because the more you're focused on fixing other people or helping other people when they haven't asked you and you don't have a relationship with them, and if you're not neutral, forget it. You can't help people if you're not neutral. If you feel sad, mad, glad, excited about the situation, you're not in neutrality. You are lit up. You've got to step back. Let somebody help them that isn't so close to it. And this is the path that we're on. And so energy vampirism, I mean, it's a thing in that we all have done it and we all do it and have a tendency to do it. Just be aware that you're doing it, and be aware that no one is doing anything to you that you're not allowing. And my mantra lately has been, life is happening for me. And if you've heard my raccoon story, you know, like 4 nights of no sleep and me just, that's all I said to myself all night. This is happening for me. This is happening for me. What is the lesson? And I'm still working on that one because I'm still catching up on my sleep. But so to sum it up, just understand that learning how to feel your own energy and learning how to put out blocks or a protection or some kind of a shield to help you to filter out other people's energy so you don't take it on, that's your responsibility. What they do or project or deflect or whatever is theirs. But if you stop accepting it, and if you stop getting offended and getting your feelings hurt and getting mad and trying to control everything, then they won't be able to do that, at least with you anymore. And so the more doors we close on that type of behavior, the more doors and spaces will open up so that we can actually have healthy interactions with each other that involve where I'm a whole person, I'm happy, I'm fulfilled. Yesterday I had a little snag. Let me share with you how I got myself out of that. Instead of, oh, you know, this person did that and that person, and then you won't believe what happened next. And I mean, trust me, if you've known me very long, you know I love to tell stories. And I've told a lot of stories about that. And I was in the victim triangle for so long. So I get it. Just know that it's not working anymore. And if you are going to talk to me and complain to me about someone else, you are not going to get very far. If you want to talk to me about how you overcame it, or talk about, you know, what do you think I could work on, or what do you see this as being my picture, I'm happy to have that conversation. We don't, you know, I want to help people. At the same time, I'm not going to compromise and tell you what you want to hear. I'm not that person. If you want to hear something like, you're right, they're wrong, poor thing, let me pet your head, don't talk to me. I mean, because you're not going to get that. And trust me, unconditional love is not always telling you what you want to hear. And many times it isn't, especially if you're in the beginning of your journey. If these are all completely new revelations to you, it's all going to sound crazy. You know, there's going to be people who are going to get triggered by this video. That's okay. You know, your triggers are your responsibility. You know, I'm speaking what I believe is truth. I'm speaking my truth from a place of love. And if you're not in your own truth or in your own self-love, then this is going to trigger you on a lot of levels. So work on yourself. Let me know how it's going, and I'll make another video soon.